Alright, hey, this is Mega here, and welcome to another Mega desktop anime figure show and tell with Yagyu Gisen here from Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girls. Alright, so yeah, Mega has been doing a lot of these show and tells on all my Samurai Girls figures. I'm finally getting them out of the boxes. I've had them in there for like half a decade or something. Okay, so where did I get this from? Ami. I got this from Ami in 2015. Like I said, that was like 8 years ago from when I'm shooting this video, right? And this figure I paid 3,380 yen from Ami, okay? The shipping was 4,700 yen. That's about $40. And 3,380 yen at that time, I believe, was around like 30 bucks, all right? The yen has just gone to crap compared to the dollar lately. That's what I want to say. Okay, and it looks to be in excellent condition. Let me see what the rating is on it. Yeah, there's no rating. Okay, maybe back then they didn't put the ratings on it. All right, but this looks like it looks like it's brand new. I was looking at it earlier. Well, we'll take a look at the box. All right, the box looks. I think out of all my Samurai Girls figures, the Alter ones, this one probably has the best box. So I think this one might be brand new. Might not even be thing. But anyway, Gisen is not my favorite character. All right, she's the naughty one, as I say. She's the naughty One-san. But yeah, I got this figure really cheap, so I said, hey, it's Alter, and yeah. And it doesn't look like she takes up a whole lot of space, so that's another good thing. So I'm going to add her to the Samurai Girls collection shelf, all right? Okay, so let's go take a look at the box, all right? So here we've got the flowers blossoming background, all right? That's what Hyakka Ryouran means, right? 100 flowers blooming or something. I'll put a subtitle below what exactly it means, but it's something around those lines, all right? That's why they got the big flower theme, okay? It's got a green border because Gisen wears a lot of green, I guess. Her eye is green. It says Yagyu Gisen here, all right? That's the name of the character. Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girl logo right here. It's a 1/8 pre-painted figure sculpted by Takashi Tsuyoshi. Ichigo no Eiga Ippai no Sake. Oh, okay. Maybe that's his handle. Creating cooperated by Alter. Okay. And then there's the Alter logo down there. Mega's opinion, Alter sells or produces the best figures, all right? Now Mega is a big fan of the Alter brand. They're up there, and you know, the producers of anime waifus. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Official licensed by Hobby Japan. All right. So yeah, Hobby Japan and Alter at it again. All right, and here's a copyright here. It says Nishi. Nishi is the illustrator or the character designer for Samurai Girls. Oh yeah, and the window. Window is I would say 70% window, somewhere around there. Would this make a good box figure? You know what? It would make an okay box figure. You definitely wouldn't have her sword. I can't even see her sword. Okay, it's in there somewhere. Don't worry. There is a little window on top. It kind of continues on the top here. So you could get a little light shed in from the top. So yeah, I think this would make a good box figure. Okay, on this side we've got a picture of the actual figure. Maybe like about 60%. And it says Hobby Japan 40th Anniversary Hobby Japan X Alter. Alright. And it says all the same info from the front right here. We've got this teeny tiny little window here. I don't even know if it's worth mentioning because I didn't in the other videos. The other Alter boxes are very similar to this one, right? But I think this one is like the smallest one. All right. Here's the back. The back has a full picture of the figure, and then one of her bosom area, and then one of her face, and one of her backside. Okay, and then there's it says Samurai Girls here. And then there's a bunch of info here. It's in Japanese. Okay. And then that same Hyakka Ryouran background. Alright, this is the same as the other side, but like kind of at a different angle. Still got that teeny tiny little window there. Okay, let's take a look at the top of the box. Alright, that's what the top of the box looks like. Nothing special, pretty much the same info from the other sides. And there's the bottom. Alright, the bottom has all the info on it. Alright, anything interesting there? Not really. It's all in Japanese. Made in China. Alter. There's a hologram sticker here for Hobby Japan. PVC and ABS. Okay. Alright, let's go unbox her. So I don't know if this has been taken out of the box. Alright, it does have some scotch tape or clear tape on it. That doesn't look like it came there, but I don't see any other tape. So it's a, I know it's a $30 figure. I mean, what a bargain is what I'm going to say for 30 bucks. You can't even get like prize figures for 30 bucks nowadays. Alright, that's how thing this is. Let me see how much they're going for nowadays. I don't think this figure, I'm pretty sure this figure did not really go up in price all that much. I don't know why. I think maybe just Gisen's just not that popular a character. Okay, but it is Alter, so I'm expecting good things. Okay, so here's some other info. It came out in March 29, 2013, and it sold for 7,800 yen. So this figure has actually gone down in value like a whole lot. Right? Yeah, so it's, and I've noticed it's dependent on like the character. Right? It depends on the character and like what the figure looks like. Like I seen the Senhime figure go for like, it goes for a lot of money now, like pretty much the same as it did back then. So I don't know, people just don't like Gisen maybe. Like I said, she's not my favorite character either. So okay, let's do the unboxing. Okay, there's the inside of the box. It says Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girls inside, and it's just kind of plain. Alright, nothing special in there. There is a manual also. Comes with it, right? Some of them have a manual, some of them don't. Maybe it's because it's used. As far as I can see, this figure looks like it's brand new. Right. Okay, there she is. The sexy Onesan. Yagyu Gisen, alright? Yagyu Yubei's sister, right? So, how did the install go? Or assembly go? Not too bad. The first thing that happened was the base fell out of the box. And it fell onto the floor, right? And so the next thing to put on is the figure. Oh yeah, the next thing I had to do was take the plastic off. There was a plastic on her neck, and there's a plastic on her arm. I don't know why they put it there, but I mean, that's where the parts, her head can come off and her arm could come off, alright? So I guess maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know why they put the plastic there, but yeah, they didn't want stuff to scratch in transit type of thing, okay? So, yeah, you gotta take, I had to take her arm off to get the plastic off right here. Then I had to pull her head off to get the plastic off right there. She does have an alternate head, okay? Or alternate face. Alright, it's right here. I'm not going to put it on, but yeah, it's the one without the eye patch, okay? Okay, she has a heterochromatic, right? Does that mean different colored eyes? Heterochromatic. Okay, one's red and one is green. And I believe you got to take her head off, and then you can just take the front part off, and then you put the new one on. Okay, or you have to put the back part. I think the back part comes off, and you put the back part on the head. All right, right there, and then you just stick the whole head down on there. Okay, pretty cool feature to have. I think I'm going to keep her with the eye patch. She just kind of looks cool with it. So I'll say, okay. And then the sword. Interesting thing to note, the sword you could move. It's like a sword and it's like a scissor. Okay, if you guys know Gisen from the anime, she has this sword that like kind of like a scissor at the same time, right? And you could actually move the blades in and out, or swing them. That's what I want to say. So that's pretty cool. To put the sword in, you have to take the hilt off, all right? Or was it suka? Yeah, the suka. You have to take the suka out from the blade, all right? Saya is the blade, right? I think. And then you slide it into her hand. It was pretty hard to get it to slide in there. I'm pretty sure I scratched the paint when I did that, but it's okay. No one's gonna see it. And then you just stick the blade back on, okay? And I believe that's the way it looks like. I look at the packaging, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so that was the assembly. Not too bad. Nice thing about this figure is it doesn't take up a lot of space horizontally, all right? But it is kind of tall, all right? She's standing upright. Okay, so let's do a quick 360, and then Hades Omega will take a closer look at her, and we'll take a closer look at her, and then scrutinize the figure. But I don't think there's anything to scrutinize. It looks beautiful. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so Hades Omega has looked her over, and I like what I see. She is perfect. It's like what I would expect from an Alter figure. I think Hades Omega lucked out too. This is a brand new figure, guys. I don't think it's ever been opened. The box is in excellent shape, and the figure looks like she's never been touched, all right, except now by Hades Omega. So okay, so let's go start from the base and work our way up. All right, so the base is just this kind of gloss white, kind of vanilla looking base that all the Alter Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girl figures look like. Okay, so it's looks very similar to the other ones, so I'll say. Okay, it says here Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girls, and then it has the cherry blossoms, kind of gold and white cherry blossoms. Oh, I didn't mention the pegs, all right? So yeah, there's 2 pegs right here, 2 white ones that go into the shoe, and then there's one more that goes into the shoe right here, okay? One thing that Hades Omega noticed the most when I was taking her out of the packaging is, damn, those are some shiny-ass shoes. The shoes look really good, all right? They're super duper shiny. They're like they're made out of plastic, all right? Or it's got like a plastic coating on it. It's a very glossy finish, all right? It's like a candy red color. Very shiny. It's the shiniest thing on the figure, man. It really sticks out. That's what I say, all right? Yeah, and they're just kind of just like, I don't know, what do they call them, loafers or something? Okay. It's kind of like what you would wear. Oh, wabaki. There we go. I remember. No, wabaki are slippers, though. Yeah, and so the bottom is all red also. So the soles and stuff aren't different. That's kind of odd. It's like they just painted the whole thing one color. It doesn't look like there's no shading in it. Yeah, I don't really see any shading at all, but yeah, that paint is super shiny. It looks really good and smooth, all right? She's got these butterflies right here and right here on the side. Very cute. Okay, and then let's go take a look at her legs, all right? Those Gisen gams, all right? Let's go zoom out a little bit. So we're looking at her leg, all right? So she's got these kind of purple stockings that run almost all the way up her leg, all right? Except it's kind of cut like at an angle when it gets to the top. Literally, it almost goes all the way up to her butt. That's what I'd say, all right? And it's got like the same, like butterflies, all right? Are they all butterflies? They look like butterflies or flowers, some kind of design on it. It looks really good. It looks like it's like etched on there or something, all right? And it's a kind of like a matte purple color, different shades of purple with the design and everything. And then yeah, you can see the stockings kind of bunch up around her knees, where her leg is right here, right in the back here. I don't really see any kind of shade. Maybe in the back there's a little shading. I could see it gets a little dark there. They're really, they're not really using a whole lot of shading, all right, but there is a little bit. Okay, and then you could see the booty right there. Let's move up. That's the absolute terror field, right? The AT field. It's like kind of like open in the front, open in the back. They're like kind of like chaps, guys, is what that reminds me of, all right? And there you could see some skin. She's not showing a whole lot of skin. Gisen has that kind of like tanned kind of skin. All right. Very nice. Not too shiny. Not too flat. You can kind of see the pantsu a little bit. All right. It's Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girls. Of course you would need to see the pantsu, right? But it's not very easy to see, all right? She's making you work to see it, type of thing, all right? And in the front of the skirt, it goes pretty low, so you really can't see a whole lot in the front, but you can see a little bit in the back, okay? Very nice. Just got a nice little round badonkadonk. And then you could see the, like I said, the stockings literally go up to the side of her, like hip almost, all right? It disappears into her skirt. Okay, that's the other side. Now let's go take a look at the skirt. It's a pleated skirt, like a sailor uniform type dealy. It's a white with kind of like a teal green kind of line around it, or border. Looks very nice. The line is nice and straight, and the pleats just kind of go all over the place. It's kind of dynamic. Okay, let's move up a little bit. Let's go take a look at her top. All right, she's got a nice sexy figure. That's for sure. All the girls do. She's kind of wearing like a light kind of purple sailor uniform outfit. All right, yeah, it's like a school uniform outfit, and it's got this kind of, I don't know, it got like a border around here. It's like a teal and yellow border. That seems to be the theme for this. All right, the borders are teal or yellow. And there is a little shading on the blouse, right? It's very tight. You can see it hugs her body nicely. She fills it up really nicely. That's what I'm gonna say. And you can see lots of like ruffles and stuff in the clothing. Very nice molding. Right, and her arm kind of looks like it's broken here, sort of, but she's got her arm on her hip right there. Right, the sleeve is that same kind of light purple color. It's kind of like a white. It's like a white shading and purple colored top color. This is the base color, so I'm gonna say. The shading is like a white, I think. And then there's a teal kind of sleeve here. Same thing with the other side. Her hand is on her hip right there. She's wearing like these kind of dark purple gloves with like some kind of gold accents and stuff on it. It's like she's wearing like a gold ring right here. All right, they're full fingered gloves. All right, very nice. And then she has like a kind of like a rope here tied into a bow, and then there's like two kind of beads at the end right there. Okay, let's move on up. All right, so you can see she's showing a lot of the cleavages. She's not showing a whole lot of skin, but she's showing the cleavages. That's right. And then there's like kind of like another part to it on the inside. There's like a dark purple kind of underwear type of thing. Okay, and then the top has like a collar. All right, the collar is teal with that gold or yellow color, and it goes all the way to the back. Very nice. It's kind of dynamic. It's like going all over the place. Very nice. I can't find any flaws with this, man. This is so nice. Alter, man. It's the good stuff. Okay, let's take a look at her face. She's got the eye patch on. All right. Guntai, right? Is that what it's called in Japanese? guntai, I think is what it's called, right? Yeah, it's a big one. All right, and it's to hide her the evil eye, right? She has the Jagan, I believe. And like it's a red. It looks like it's like a red leather kind of eye patch. All right, and it's got some kind of gold, like gold accents and stuff to it. You can't really, yeah, it just kind of disappears. Oh no, yeah, you can see it. You can see it underneath the hair, going underneath the hair here. There's like two straps coming off of it. And then it kind of disappears behind her hair. Okay, pretty cool. I will be keeping her with the patch, and then the other eye is green. The other eye should be red if the patch wasn't there, okay? She's just kind of looking off to the right a little bit. Kind of pursing her lips a little bit. Face looks good. The skin looks good on her face. Oh, she's also wearing like a collar. Yeah, she's wearing like a leather kind of collar with like bronze accents, and there's a lock on the front. Okay, pretty cool. And then there's the hair. She has white hair, just kind of going all over the place. It goes probably down to her shoulder blades, I'd say, and it's kind of like flowing and dynamic. You can see the line. Yeah, you can see the line that separates the front and the back. It's not too bad, and you should be able to separate the front and the back if you wanted to change the head. So. But yeah, you could definitely see a line on the top. Like on the bottom, it doesn't look too bad. It does look like the hair has a tiny bit of shading on the top. Just a tiny bit. All right, well, look at this detail in the ruffles, in the sleeves here. So nice. Okay, and then let's take a look at her arm that's holding the sword. Then we'll look at the sword, and then that's pretty much it. Not too much to talk about on this figure. Very simple, but it's very, very beautiful. Like everything is put together nicely. All right, this arm can be detached from here. So I'd imagine you can probably see into the sleeve a whole lot. Oh, you know what? I don't think I put it in all the way. Yeah, let's see. But it's kind of touching her head, though. It's kind of annoying with me. I think you can have her hold it any way you want, but this sharp part of the sword here, it was kind of almost touching her hair. I didn't want it to touch her hair. Okay, so it's kind of like I don't know. It's definitely different than the other arm. It's like a whole arm glove, like a whole arm length gloves type of thing. All right, maybe it's like some kind of armor or something, like a kote. That's what it does look like. It does kind of look like a kote. Yeah, it's like an armor for the knuckles and the arm here, the forearm. And then it looks like there's some kind of gold kind of ties and stuff coming off of it. Looks very nice. Okay, the rest of the glove, the hand part, it mimics the other one. The same. It's got some purpley designs on it. Okay, so let's go take a look at the sword. Okay, the sword has this really super long hilt, all right, or suka, is it what it's called? Yeah, suka, I believe, is the handle, right? And it's really long, okay, so because it's a really long weapon, and it's wrapped in like a kind of light purple color and then gold in the center, okay, the gold diamonds. And then there's a string that comes off the end. Pretty nice. It does look like a string. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure. Is it plastic? I'm not sure, man. Yeah, it is plastic. It's just, wow, that looks like it would be really easy to break, so I'll be careful around that. All right, it's kind of got a gold, the pommel on the back is gold. And the sword, you can take the handle off, and you can move the sword. It's a scissor, okay? It's also a scissor. That's what it is, so. You can actually move these. Okay, it looks like one sword, right? And then it moves, right? Just gonna chop your arm off. All right. Very cool looking sword. The blade, the cutting part, is actually like a silver color, and then the sides of the blade are purple with that same. I don't know if it's a flower or a butterfly. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's like a flower design. All right, and this is where the pivot is for the two blades. I believe this is the handle for the scissor. So you know how a scissor has like two handles, right? And then you gotta squeeze it, right? So you would squeeze this, and the scissor cutting action would happen, right? You could see the two blades side by side here. All right, same. So all the blades have this kind of purple design. It looks really nice, really cool. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to really talk about this figure. It's pretty simple, but it's really nice. She doesn't show a lot of skin, but she's the sexy one, that's for sure. in the show, all right? She's the naughty one, is what I want to say, all right? But yeah, she is like the villain in the first season, pretty much. Okay, so there you go. There's Yagyu Gisen from Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girls and Samurai Bride. She does show up in the Samurai Bride anime also. And add her to the collection. The nice thing about this figure is, like I said, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space horizontally, but it does going vertically. Okay, so and the footprint isn't that big. I would say maybe that's like 3 inches or something, like a mini CDR or something. Okay, and very good detail. I didn't see any problems. The molding is spot on. There's no QC stuff that I noticed. All right, and it comes together nicely. You can take her head off. There's an alternate head. You can change the head if you want. Awesome. All right, that's definitely the stuff of Alter. All right, that's what I associate Alter with. Perfection. All right, and this figure is perfect. There is nothing wrong with it. Okay. Oh yeah, you know what? There is something wrong with it. I did notice that. I don't know. There's some kind of like some kind of stain. It's kind of hard to see. Zoom in on the blade. Yeah, there's a stain on the blade of the sword. All right, yeah, you can see it. See, like here. It's like some kind of glue or something. I don't know. Maybe it came out. It might have come from the plastic that was over the protective plastic that was on the sword. I just pulled it out of there, so maybe there's some tape got on it or something, and so it's got a little stain on it or something. I don't know. The other side doesn't really have it. Yeah. Okay, so the other side looks fine. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's the only QC issue I noticed. Not a whole lot of shading in this figure. But yeah, there's a little bit of shading, very subtle shading, so that's good. At least it has shading type of thing. And the best thing of all is I got this figure for 30 bucks, so I can't complain. Like I said, Gisen is not my favorite character in the series, but, you know, it's Alter, and it was 30 bucks. Like, what's Hades Medic to complain about? Okay, and the figure is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. And just like, yeah, all the ruffles and stuff look so nice. It looks very realistic, all right? And that uniform fits her body very tightly, so I want to say. Okay, thanks for watching. Hades Mega will get some 360 shots and close-ups, and that's the end of the video. Take a look at my other Hyakka Ryouran Samurai Girl show and tells. I'll put them at the end of the video. I'll probably just put the Alter ones. I've still got a Goto Matebe to do, and I have the maid Yagyu Gisen. Okay, I do have the Yagyu Gisen Alter figure also. But I'm gonna display them all in the same cabinet is what I'm gonna try to do. Okay, I've always wanted to have a Samurai Girls cabinet and stuff, or shelf. Okay, thanks for watching. Here's Miguel.